screen, Super Agent Al Simmons, a man betrayed by his friend Jason Wynn, is transformed through the vortex of doom into a superhero to battle the forces of evil.
Silence! Why have you come, Fin Fang Foom? I did not summon you. I do as I please, Mandarin.
Power and glory, Mighty Hercules, and Paul Bad Attitude Roma. Let me tell you something. New kids, get off the block and open your eyes up. Because when you face the Hart Foundation and a World Wrestling Federation Tag Team title match, you better be in good shape, right, Hitman?
No threat to me, He-Man. Not as long as I hold the Pearl of Power. Your strength is nothing compared to the Pearl's magic.
For all the latest action figure news from around the globe, it's time for a new episode of TNI News with your host, JC.
Everybody, JC here, and welcome to another edition of TNI News. I hope to have a great show for you guys today as we head into the weekend. For me, I am tentatively thinking about taking the show on the road tomorrow, heading up to Warminster, Pennsylvania to check out the ZoloCon convention. So I say tentatively because a lot will depend on whether or not I wake up when my alarm goes off tomorrow. But I do think I'm going to make it. It is a longer drive than I was expecting. I was only expecting it to be about an hour to 2 hour drive, but it looks like it's actually going to be more like a 3 hour plus drive. So it is a bit far, but I think I can make it. Go up there, check things out. If I do, I will definitely be reporting back next week to you guys on what I saw. So keeping fingers crossed that happens. But for the rest of you, unless you live in the area and maybe you're going to ZoloCon too, which if I do make it and you see me, I'll have my TNI shirt on. Be sure to stop by and say hi. But for the rest of you, hopefully, it'll be a great weekend, whatever it is you're doing. But I've got a lot of news for you guys today to take you into the weekend, including a bunch of McFarlane news and a few other things as well. So let's just jump into it and start off with a little bit of news on the GIJoe front. Now, you may recall last week I told you guys that we were going to be getting some new GIJoe classified pre-orders on the last day of this month on the 29th. And I speculated that we might end up getting a live stream before the end of the month as well. And it turns out that is going to be the case. The live stream will be happening on the same day as the pre-order. So live stream will be happening at 11 a.m. Eastern time, again on February 29th. So that's next Thursday. And then pre-orders will be going up that day at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Now, these are pre-orders that will be at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Now, there could be some store exclusives announced as well. I don't know. I don't have any specific details on what's going up for pre-order or what they're going to be announcing, though I suspect the digital render figures that they showed us at the beginning of this month will be the figures that will, or at least most of those will be the ones that will be going up for pre-order on the last day of the month. And then they'll probably show us off some newer stuff, some new digital renders and stuff for a future wave. But again, mark your calendars if you're into GIJoe Classified for next week, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern time on the 29th. Of course, we will have full coverage up on TNI as things are announced. And I will be talking about whatever is revealed, probably in Thursday night's live stream, followed by Friday's news video. Transformer fans, we've got a new MDLX Thundercracker figure from Threezero that has gone up for pre-order this week. It's available at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. This one is going to cost you $119.99. It's supposed to be released in July of this year. Now, of course, these figures don't actually transform, and they stand a little over 7 inches tall. You're going to get multiple face plates with this one and multiple pairs of hands. And, of course, Thundercracker's signature type weapons, his arm blasters and things like that. So, it's a pretty nicely detailed figure, but again, it does not transform. And as I say, this is available for pre-order now, and it'll be out this summer. And also for Transformers, our resident listings guru JT Prime has discovered new Transformer listings from Hasbro. So these have not been officially confirmed yet by Hasbro, but generally these do turn out to be true. So for Studio Series from the 86 movie, we have new listings for both a Megatron and Galvatron leader class. So those should be interesting. And for Legacy, we have a Core Beast Wars Dinobot, a Legacy Deluxe G1 Sure Shot, a Legacy Deluxe G2 Breakdown, a Deluxe Armada Wheeljack, a Deluxe Cosmos, so another Cosmos appears to be coming, a Legacy Voyager Ramjet, a Legacy Voyager Tran, I'm not sure what that one is, a Legacy, or a leader class, I should say, G1 Overcharge, and a Galaxy Shuttle. So, again, those are just listings, no images of any actual figures yet. This has not been officially confirmed by Hasbro, but it does look like we have a bit of new Transformer products in the works coming from Hasbro soon. And then jumping over to Marvel, and I'm sure by now you're already aware that that new wave, Build-A-Figure wave, the Zabu Build-A-Figure wave has gone up for pre-order. It went up for pre-order yesterday. You can get it at pretty much anywhere online that sells Marvel Legends. Well, not anywhere, because Walmart and Target are not carrying these figures. But you can get these at Amazon. You can get them at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. And again, these went up for pre-order yesterday. Now, on Wednesday's video, I delved into, gave you a pretty complete breakdown of everything Hasbro announced in that live stream, that latest Marvel Legend live stream. But one thing I did not talk about is a seemingly hint that they were giving, or maybe we'll say possible. I don't know. I feel pretty confident this was an actual hint that they were deliberately trying to give us for the next Haslab. Now, we talked about this in great detail last night during my own live stream. But in case you didn't watch that, I just wanted to share these clips from the Marvel Legend live stream from earlier this week, where to me it seems like they are hinting for a Fin Fang Foom figure that is going to be coming, which, if that's the case, I'm almost sure it would be this year's Haslab.
Could 2024, I know it's the year of the dragon, but could it also be the year of the Sabertooth? Sure, Zabu is going to be the front runner for Build-A-Figure of the year for a lot of us when the time comes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe a couple of other nice Build-A-Figures in the air.
We'll see. We'll see. All right.
Have to think, thunk.
There you go. Again, that's my opinion. That's what they were teasing. I don't know when the Marvel Legend Haslab will be happening. The Transformer one has a few more weeks to go. It is, last time I checked, it was over 15,000 backers, so it's got less than 1,000 to go till it gets to its last stretch goal, which I think will happen. And then my thinking is the next Haslab would be GIJoe after Transformers, but you never know. They might switch it up. Maybe we're going to get Marvel next. We'll just have to see. But I'm guessing whichever the next Haslab is will be coming, towards the end of next month. So we probably have less than a month to go until we either get the Marvel. I'm thinking Marvel Legends or GIJoe. I think Star Wars they'll hold off until the summer like they usually do. But we'll have to see. But again, when we get the announcement for Marvel, I am thinking it's going to be a new Fin Fang Foom. Also for Marvel Legends, just a reminder, I told you this on Wednesday, but that if you're interested in getting that new Sam Wilson comic book base Captain America figure, which is being offered as a Target store exclusive, that is definitely going up for pre-order next week. Now, during the live stream, they said specifically on February 28th, which would be next Wednesday. Dan Young made a post today saying next week, but he didn't give the specific date. So I'm wondering if maybe, you never know at Target. They tend to put things up whenever they want to. But definitely it should be next week. And right now we'll go with the 28th. Of course, I have no idea what time it would be going up. But if you want to get your hands on that new Sam Wilson Captain America, which I do think it's a vast improvement over the first one that they did. I love the new updated shield and the wings, and we actually get wings with this one. So again, February 28th is likely when this one is going to be available on the Target website, but definitely next week. Now, Mezco has been holding their kind of cyber toy fair. Normally in years past, this is around the time when Toy Fair would be happening. Actually, usually it would happen around Valentine's Day, but it would generally be in February. Of course, last year Toy Fair was late in the year, and then they announced that there was no Toy Fair this year, and the next Toy Fair wouldn't be until 2025. We'll see if that actually happens. But Mezco is doing, for the last several days, has been doing their normal kind of teaser reveals. So no real details, just images. But we've got a couple of new Marvel items that they've shown off, all of which are for the 112 Collective line. So we've got a new Captain America figure that appears to be in the works. And then just today, they revealed this new Spider-Verse Miles Morales Spider-Man figure. So from the animated movie, we are going to be getting at some point, could be years from now, I don't know, but a Miles Morales Spider-Man. Mezco also put up for pre-order on their website another one of their Rumble Society 112 scale figures. This went up on the 21st. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one because it's already not sold out, but you have to be put on the waiting list now. So I assume at some point more will be made available. But for this one, it is Bartholomew Vex, Cult of the Crimson Goat edition. And again, it's available was available for pre-order. You can still put yourself on the wait list on the Mezco website. It is a Mezco store exclusive. It is $112 if you do get another opportunity, assuming you missed out when it went up the other day. But again, another one of those fairly limited Rumble Society figures that Mezco likes to do all the time. Then for other Mezco Toy Fair type reveals, we got a look at a new MDS Mega Scale Seed of Chucky figure, Glenn. So they're going to be doing a figure of him, and then also the Terrifier Art of the Clown figure. So that one is going to be coming. And then this next one is actually kind of cool, even though it's part of their 5 points line, which is not something I've been terribly interested in. These are the smaller scale, 3 3/4 inch type figures with minimal articulation. But, these actually from this image, these figures look really good for, a small scale line. Looks like they're doing the team. A lot of times there's like some type of play set or something that goes along with these. So I don't know if it'll just be figures or something, maybe the ship, the treasure ship or something like that. I don't know. But Goonies, Goonie figures are coming from Mezco. It'd be interesting if they started doing 112 figures for Goonies. Again, I'm sure it'd probably be like 10 years from now before they actually got released, but it would definitely be kind of interesting to see. But Goonies, again, for their Mezco's 5 point line, was the last thing as I'm filming this that Mezco has previewed, but more previews are likely to come. So I may have some more stuff to talk about on Monday's video. Now, for you NECA fans, I actually don't have a whole lot for you today on the news front. However, NECA did show off this new variant of their Saw Toony Terrors Jigsaw figure. This is the Red Robe variant. So they had done one with, I think it was in a set. But again, this is a Red Robe variant. Now, they say it's available at select retailers. I didn't see it go up for pre-order any place today, so I don't know. I'm guessing maybe Target has this. I don't know, but I would assume this will be available everywhere at some point. I just don't know when it's going to be going up for pre-order. But if you've been collecting these Toony Terror figures, then this is one that you might want to keep an eye out for. Jumping back into some GIJoe news, this time from Threezero, we have a look at their new FigZero 1/6 scale Commando Snake Eyes figure. Now, last time I checked, this was not available for pre-order at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, but I'm guessing it will be going up very soon. I got to be honest, this has never been my favorite version of Snake Eyes. I know this might sound weird, but to me, this one looks too realistic. I don't know. That's the best way I can say it. I like his other looks better, or at least his, I don't really consider this Commando Snake Eyes. I consider the original Snake Eyes Commando Snake Eyes, but this version is just never, with the goggles and everything, has never been a favorite of mine. Of course, my favorite is the visor version, but you get the swords, you get guns, things like that, some soft goods, clothing for the figure. So yeah, I mean, it looks, if you like this version of Snake Eyes, this FigZero does look pretty good if you're into 1/6 scale figures, but it's just not, like I say, it's probably one of my least favorite versions of Snake Eyes that I've seen done over the years. But again, I don't have any specific word on when this will be available for pre-order, but I'm guessing very soon. If you're a fan of that Netflix live-action OnePiece series, we've got another figure coming from Tamashii Nations. It's the Nami character. So she has her bow staff. She also comes with some alternate heads for other figures in this line. Head sculpts for Luffy and Zoro. So if you're going to get those figures, you'll probably want these alternate heads. Now, those two figures are available for pre-order at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. This one has not yet gone up, but should be going up pretty soon. Also, for you Dragon Ball Z fans, that King Cold figure for the SH Figuarts line I talked about the other day has gone up for pre-order. You can get it at our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. The cost is $199.99. Now, one thing that is going to be included with this figure that I did not talk about last time because it wasn't in any of the images at that time is this chair. So that is something that will be included with this figure. You're going to get 3 interchangeable expression parts. You're going to get multiple pairs of hands. You're going to get a sword of trunks, optional arm parts, so cloak parts as well. So kind of an interesting figure. If you're a longtime viewer, I don't really follow Dragon Ball Z that much, but this is kind of a cool looking figure. Now, because of that chair, it does have a hefty price tag. Again, $199, but, it is also Tamashii Nation, so you're probably used to that. This is supposed to be out in October of this year, so later this year is when it's supposed to start shipping out. And going from Figuarts to MAFEX, we now have official images for the new John Wick Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 figures. So I told you the other day about the preview images. So the 2 figures, of course, from Chapter 3 is John Wick himself. And then from Chapter 4, we're getting the Kane character. So again, both of these figures are now available for pre-order. You can get them at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. Entertainment Earth, last time I checked, did not have these out, but they probably will at some point. These are supposed to be out in early 2025, so we've got a little ways, probably about a year before these actually see release. And the cost of these are $109.99 each. If you're a fan of Halo, we've got a new figure from 1000 Toys that is being offered as a previews exclusive. So that means you can get it at places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You can also see if your local comic book store will order this for you. Again, it's being offered as a previews exclusive from 1000 Toys. It's part of their re-edit line. So it's a 1/12 scale figure. It's based on the Carter A259 Nobel 1 character from Halo Reach. So the figure stands a little bit over 6 inches, close to 7 inches tall. You're going to get 5 different pairs of hands. You're going to get, for weapons, the M392 DMR and an energy sword as well. So again, that is available for pre-order now. It's supposed to be released in February of next year. So again, you've got a ways to go before it actually sees release. And the cost of it's going to run you about $180. If you're a fan of the Frazetta Girls line, the 1/12 scale line, this is a preview of the new Fire and Ice Teegra figure. So this is supposed to be going up for pre-order towards the end of next month. So we'll get more details then. This should be available at places like Big Bad Toy Store, I'm pretty sure. Looks pretty nicely detailed. And when more details do become available, of course, I'll be sure to let you guys know. For you Elden Ring fans, we've got a new Figma figure based on the Raging Wolf character. This is figure number 624. This figure is going to have multiple pairs of hands. You're going to get a torch, iron round shield, a bastard sword, a sword sheath, a flask of Crimson Tears, a Twin Blade, and the Dark Moon Great Sword. So this one is also available for pre-order. You can get it at our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. This is supposed to be released in June of next year. So this one is over a year and a half away before it's supposed to be released. And the cost of this one is going to run you $130. Okay, now let's delve into some Mattel WWE news. So we're actually going to be getting some WWE reveals over the course of the weekend. So I'll probably have some more stuff to talk about on Monday. But as of right now, I can share with you a look at the new Mattel Creations Ultimate Edition WCW Monday Nitro ring with exclusive Eric Bischoff figure. So this is going to be going up for pre-order on the Mattel Creations website starting on Thursday, March 14th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't have any pricing information on this one as of yet, but again, possibly the coolest thing about this one is the exclusive Eric Bischoff figure. The next Coliseum Collection 2-pack that will be going up is of the Hart Foundation. So this one will also be going up on March 14th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, I don't have any pricing information, but I'm assuming it's going to cost about the same as the other Coliseum Collection figures that they've done, all of which have been offered on the Mattel Creations website. Now, besides the two members of the Hart Foundation themselves, this set's going to include two different WWE Tag Team Championship belts. So the classic silver and gold one, and then the LGN toy-inspired brown strap version. And this set will also feature black card variants. So if you order this set, you might randomly be sent one of the black card variants, which is something they've done in the past. So that will be returning with this Hart Foundation 2-pack. We've got this one image of the upcoming WWE 2024 Wave 3, which is going to include Rey Mysterio, Gunther, and Roman Reigns. And then finally, we have a look at the Basic Series number 147. However, I should note that these are no longer just being called basic figures. These are now being called WWE Main Event Series figures. So after 146 waves of these, we're now getting a name change. Now this wave is going to include Seth Rollins, the phenomenal AJ Styles, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase in his Money Incorporated entrance suit, and there will be a green suit variant for that figure or chase figure. And then finally, for the first time in the line, Katana Chance. So this again is series number 147, which is supposed to be out this summer. And then WWE isn't the only thing we have news for from Mattel. We also have some Masters of the Universe Origins news, some new images to go on and share with you. So we've got a look at the upcoming Cartoon Origins Merman figure along with Stratos. So you get some classic accessories from the cartoon with these guys. Both of these look pretty good. Merman definitely looks like he did in the cartoon. You know, Stratus does as well, but Merman I think is a really nice figure. Has that pearl of power, has his trident, so definitely kind of cool. Now these images come via Paul Mart, who always gets Mattel figures first, Masters of the Universe stuff first. But I don't know exactly when these will be widely available. And then also we have, again, via Paul Mart, we have a look at two, at least what are supposed to be Walmart exclusives. I don't know if Paul Mart will be able to carry these figures or what, but these are supposed to be Walmart exclusives of the Lord Grasp and Terror figures. And then joining those two will be the Necro Conda figure, which is also supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. So again, just some updated looks at upcoming Origins figures. If you're still collecting that line, these are ones that you're probably going to want to check out. And I also want to note that Rock-On figure that I've talked about, that went up for pre-order earlier this week on the Mattel Creations website, and that sold out within the day. Last time I checked, it was no longer available. Okay, now let's finish off today with quite a bit of McFarlane news. So let's start off with a new announcement that McFarlane is going to be doing figures based on the Amazon Prime Fallout series. So no other details. The series is coming, so we'll probably see the figures before then. But again, a new license that's been announced by McFarlane, Fallout. For you DC fans, so first of all, I just wanted to update on that Catwoman figure. So when I last talked about it, it was a bit of a mystery on exactly how that figure, which is a platinum figure, we're talking about the single release one, was being released. You know, there wasn't just a regular single release Catwoman that this was being mixed in with. So as it turns out, it's being included in a case with other movie figures. So the Skydive Batman and the Batman figures are the other figures in the case that this Platinum Edition Catwoman is shipping in. So basically, the case includes 2 Skydive Batmans, 3 Ben Affleck Batmans from Dawn of Justice, and then 1 Catwoman figure. So it is basically 1 per case. Now, McFarlane had the Catwoman figure up on their website, but it sold out really quick. They were only selling it for $22. I talked about on Wednesday how Big Bad Toy Store had it up, singles of just that figure for $40 because it is a rare chase figure. It has since sold out there. I've seen a lot of people finding the figure at Target stores, so you know you might have some luck there. But again, it is 1 figure per case, along with the 2 Skydive Batman and 3 Ben Affleck Batman figures. And speaking of Batman, you know how Todd loves Batman, so we've got a preview of 2 new Batman figures that will be going up for pre-order next week. So this one's actually kind of cool if you're, you know, a classic comic fan. This is based on Batman's first appearance in Detective Comics number 27 with the purple gloves. This is another Batman figure that features a soft goods cape. So this one is supposed to be going up for pre-order on February 29th. It should be available pretty much everywhere that carries McFarlane figures, including, of course, our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And then also going up for pre-order that same day at the same places is a repaint of, you know, the Batman figure. We got this version of Batman in blue and gray with the, you know, yellow symbol and everything on his chest. Now we're getting black and gray. And I got to say, this actually looks pretty good. I have the blue and gray one, and I may end up picking this one up as well. Because, Todd always seems to find a way to get us to buy more Batman figures. Also, I forgot, there's actually a 3rd Batman figure going up for pre-order next week, also on the 28th. It is a repaint of that Walmart exclusive Knight's End Batman. This is, or Nightfall Batman, I should say. This is the Knight's End Batman with the red and gold colors. Now, that Nightfall Batman, while it was blue, was not really the correct color of blue. I hope we get a repaint of that one at some point with the correct Nightfall colors. But this one actually looks pretty good if you're into, if you like the Knight's End version of Azrael Bat. This is one that you might want to check out. And again, this is going up for pre-order with the other 2 Batman figures next week. We've got a new Walmart exclusive figure, another one of those vampire figures, this time based on the Nightwing character. So this was actually, we first saw this over on Amazon Canada, which had it, and it seemed like it quickly sold out, or they took it down or something, I don't know. But McFarlane has since announced that here in the United States, this will be a Walmart exclusive. When it's available online or even at physical stores, God knows. But probably, maybe next month. But, again, this one is going to be a Walmart exclusive. Also, thanks to Amazon Canada, we got a look at a new Flash figure, a Wally West version that's being listed as the Flash Dawn of DC with a really kind of creepy grin on him. So you also get, your typical running type lightning effects that we see with all these Flash figures. Now, this is a gold label figure. Again, we've got these images via Amazon Canada. Where it ends up getting released here in the United States is unknown. This might be another Walmart figure. It could be Target because, he's red. But again, those details have not been made available by McFarlane, but we'll probably be getting that information soon. And then last but not least, we've got several new Spawn figures that have gone up for pre-order today. So the first one is that 2-pack that I've talked about before that features a Todd McFarlane figure himself. So you'll finally be able to add Todd McFarlane to your collection. However, I will tell you this is not the first time that we've actually gotten a Todd McFarlane figure. There was a little miniature one released years ago in a Spawn movie set because Todd had made a brief cameo in that original live action Spawn movie. So this actually is not the first time that we've gotten McFarlane. And of course, he joins a long line of comic creators that have had figures created after him, including, of course, Stan Lee, which Hasbro did several years ago. We also have, for if you're into comic creators, we learned last year that NECA, for their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line, is going to be doing a Jack King Kirby type figure. So he's coming. All we really need now is a Rob Liefeld figure, and I can recreate the comic book greats where they create the Overkill figure. So Rob's doing his own action figure line with Loose Collector. So I'm sure Rob could get a figure of himself made if he wanted to. Now, this Todd McFarlane figure, along with the Spawn, and the Spawn's supposed to be based on like his original designs for the character when he was first designing this character, I think back when he was a teenager. Of course, McFarlane Toys is celebrating their 30th anniversary this year. With the McFarlane figure, you get an extra pair of barefooted feet. And I've seen some people joke that this was a nudge at Rob Liefeld, but I think it's because apparently Todd goes around the studio, McFarlane Toys, without wearing shoes. So I think that's why they included it. You get a picture. He's got a little picture that he drew of the Spawn figure. He's got a hand with a pen, of course, for drawing. He's got a peace sign hand and a couple other pairs of hands. He's got a microphone for doing interviews, I guess. So, and then the Spawn figure comes with some blast effects and an extra pair of hands. And of course, you get the art cards as well. Now, besides that one, and that one's going to cost you $49.99. And that one, I believe, is sold out, as I'm filming this, has sold out on Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store. But last time I checked, Entertainment Earth still had this one available. Also, the McFarlane store. And there's an autographed edition version of this one, and I'm going to get into that in a minute, because we know how Todd likes to include autograph versions. Another one that I think is pretty cool is this 30th anniversary Spawn based on issue number 311. So you get the unmasked Spawn. Now, the only thing that makes me kind of nervous about this one is, it's based on, that cover where his arms are crossed his chest, which is, fine. But just looking at these images and all the images showing with that same pose, I'm wondering if you can really put this figure in any other kind of pose. This one and some of these other ones I'm about to talk about remind me more of like those Spawn figures that were released as Toys R Us exclusives, like 10 years ago, where, they're really nicely detailed, but they did not have a whole lot of articulation. So I'm not entirely sure on this one. But again, this one's available for pre-order. This one's going to cost you $24.99. You can get it at all the usual places. This one is pretty cool, though. Again, looks like maybe not a whole lot of articulation. This is listed as Commando Spawn, digitally remastered. He's got the big Gatling gun. So that one is also going to cost you $24.99. And then the final Spawn figure that has been revealed today is this new Hellspawn figure. Again, looks like possibly limited articulation on him. Has that 30th anniversary packaging. And has the big giant gun as well. So again, available at pretty much everywhere that carries Spawn figures. Now, as I mentioned before, all of these new Spawn figures have autographed editions, autographed by Todd McFarlane himself, which are available on the McFarlane store. I will tell you, as far as single releases go, the 2-pack with the Todd McFarlane figure itself is sold out, but you can still buy it in the bundle. So if you want to get all of these figures with the autographs, that's going to cost you about $162. They're actually listing it, the regular price is $187, but right now, if you get it, they're giving it to you for $162. Again, these are only available on the McFarlane store with the autographs. And as I said, as far as that 2-pack with the McFarlane figure itself, the single version of that one is sold out on the McFarlane store website with the autograph, but you can still get that set if you buy it in a bundle with all of the others. And then as far as individually, all the other ones with the autograph are still available. They're more expensive if you buy them with the autograph. those other figures are going to cost you $40 each. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. I know it was a lot. There was a lot of stuff that's come out in just the last few days, and I expect there should be some more news on Monday, so you should be seeing me again then, especially if I make it to ZolaCon, which I'm hoping to be able to do. I think maybe Valiverse will have a few new figures on hand to show off. I don't know if the Four Horsemen will or not, but you know, I might have some stuff to share from there as well. And of course, you know, please feel free to share your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comment section below. If you are new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button, which is also down below. You can also join, become a member of the channel if you want. You don't have to, but that's an option for you. And hit the like button too, just because that definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm, I'm pretty sure. So it'd be much appreciated if you could hit that like button. So as always, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to toynewseye.com, marvelousnews.com, JediInsider.com, and tformers.com. And remember, action figures are great,